Kevin Knox, my Knicks fans, my fellow Knicks, I think he is a Scottie Pippen.
But that's enough time on the series. It's over.
Shout out to Dame. That was a bad shot. I agree with Paul George. It was better offense.
Would it be a bad shot? Would it be a bad shot?
That's a game-winning shot.
If Steph took it, would you say it's a bad shot?
All those shots that Steph take are bad shots. Just because you make them don't mean it's a good shot.
Nah,
I disagree.
I disagree.
If they make them
a 40-foot shot,
that's
is
still
never
a game-winning
shot.
37
That's
foot.
a game-winning shot.
A 40-foot shot is never a good shot.
Yeah, but if they make them consistent,
what does that mean?
If they
Get
make
a hand up.
If a dude hit
He shot 60%. He shot 60%.
I mean, it was like 3 seconds left.
So if
He got to get a hand. I don't care. You got to get a contest on that. It don't matter where he at.
Then you're questioning defense. You're not questioning the shot. You're talking about his defense. I'm talking about the shot.
He says it was a bad shot.
It was a bad shot. That's what I'm saying. You're saying he has to get up.
Though, he still
what
has
he
to get
does
up.
that doesn't reflect his shot. I'm talking about the shot. You're talking about the defense. Those are two different things.
I missaid it. I mean that regardless if it's a bad shot or not, he still has to get a hand up on a game-winning shot.
That's fine. It's a bad shot to me.
But
that's a bad shot.
I'm saying that's a bad excuse for his defense.
I'm never going to tell somebody to go take that shot. If you hit it, hey.
If he hits it, that's the series, though.
It is a series, but
that's what I'm saying. With so much on the line, you can't get up nothing.
If we're at the gym and a dude hit that shot on you about to. What you saying to yourself?
But he's been hitting it. He's been hitting it all series.
It's a fine line between the YMCA.
I'm talking. Okay, if you're in an elimination game and a dude hit a shot like that, are you going and you beating yourself up?
No, but I'm gonna make sure I get a hand up on that shot. Yeah.
Are you tipping?
Yeah, that's on me.
I think it's both.
It's both
because he shot 60% from that range the entire series.
That don't make it a good shot though.
60%.
That don't make it a good. That means
if a dude is shooting 60%,
that means Damian Lillard hit some tough shots.
Which means if he's shooting, okay.
Wait.
Let's think about this. Wait.
Coach telling. Do you think the coach told Damian Lillard to take that shot?
No, because he's his own man.
When a coach ever dropped that shot?
No.
So when Steph Curry takes them long ass threes, y'all think
I live with that as a fan of the team, as the coach. I'm living with that.
Yeah, you're gonna live with it, but that don't mean it's
okay. Let's take it into perspective. Let's change the perspective just a little bit. Can I just change the perspective?
Okay, but I want to hear what he had to say.
Okay, let him go.
Just in case we move on.
All right, so James Harden step backs are bad shots, right?
Yes. But
he makes them.
That don't make it a good shot. That's still a bad shot.
Percentage matters. Percentage matters. No, forget that.
Okay.
Percentage matters when it comes to deciding a good versus bad shot. If I have Steven Adams shooting,
I don't know if that's true.
If I have Steven Adams shooting a three, even if it's literally on the line, that's a bad shot because it's a 0% 3-point shooter. Now, if I have Stephen Curry taking that same shot, it's a good shot because it's Stephen Curry because he shoots 45% from there. Yes, I'm very serious.
I mean, that is.
Why the fuck would you ever have Steven Adams?
Because that's a bad shot, right? Because he shoots 0%.
But we're talking about personnel.
Right, personnel. Damian Lillard shot 60% from there. It's a good shot.
He can make them, but that's not a good shot.
He's one of the best at making those limitless threes.
Okay. So same situation. You can make threes, right?
Yes.
As Pierre can make threes. Yes. Your 3-point shot, same shot as I take, is a better shot for you because you can make them more consistently than me.
Yes, but that's just a 3-point shot. We're talking about a 40-foot shot.
37-foot shot.
He said Stephen Curry. That's why I said 40. He's the one that takes the 40. But 37, you round it up as 40.
I think it's a good shot considering the personnel.
Like what he just said, that's a great point. James Harden takes bad shots, but he makes them. That's not a shot you
But it makes it a good shot because it's James Harden doing it.
That makes James Harden a hell of a player. And that makes Damian Lillard a hell of a player. But if we're at the gym, and I'm going to ask you, because I know you're not going to be like, well, it's the gym and not game 7.
No, go ahead. I'm going to answer the question too.
If we're at the gym, right, and Tyler is hitting them step back threes on you, and you're gonna be like, "Damn,
that's a bad shot."
You're gonna say it's a bad shot. You're gonna tip your cap down.
But right, it comes down to.
And that's what Paul George was in a situation where,
I'm sorry, that's a bad example because Tyler is. I'm gonna give my hats off to him because he's not gonna do shit like that.
No, we'll put it in perspective for them. Would you rather have TJ? If TJ McConnell is hitting step back threes, you'll live with that because you're personnel.
Yep. If James Harden is doing, you're gonna live with it too. Because what can you do if James Harden just make a step back three?
But that's what makes it a good shot because it's James Harden, not TJ McConnell. Right.
Yep.
James Harden hit the most step backs in NBA history.
I see what you're saying, but it still doesn't make it a good shot to me personally because it's just like that's not. We can get so much better shots.
But the NBA is
because you know what. When it's a good shot because it goes in. That's my point. But when you miss them, That's a dumbass shot.
But then also Paul George set back on him. He let him size that shot up for the whole possession.
But listen to what you're saying, though.
What?
I agree with that. You're characterizing the defense. My point of view on what I'm saying is about the shot. Could Paul George have crowded on him better? Because you only have 2 seconds. He can't beat you when it's down to 2 or 1 seconds. I agree with that. I'm talking about the shot. If I'm playing defense and a dude hit a 37-foot shot on me to win the game, I am not gonna break my neck or kill myself about it. I'm gonna be like,
but it technically wasn't
that
even
was
like
a bad shot, but he made
wasn't
it
even
to
on
my cap to
him.
him.
The
It was
NBA
essentially like an open shot.
We should move on because we got a lot of series to talk about. But my last comment on this is the NBA is a game of percentages, and if a guy is shooting 60% on a shot, that's a good shot. That would be my closing
People
statement.
pick up Steph at half court. You're supposed to pick up Dame and Steph at half court because they can shoot from the logo. Right?
That's his new nickname, even though it's a bad nickname.
It's a bad
logo.
It's a bad nickname. I don't like it.
When you get the name Logo Lillard, I don't think it's a bad
Dame Dollar's a perfect nickname for
That's a rap name too.
Right.
So
It's just why we gotta switch things up? Why do people need more than one nickname? Anyway.
That's just like fouling Mo Harkless.
Huh?
Mo Harkless percentage wise is not a good free throw shooter, but that was a dumbass idea because it's just not.
Well, that was a bad foul regardless.
And now that the pressure is on, because he plays for the Warriors, like the pressure is on because you're with Steph Curry.
Yep. And Steph is only as good as the people around.
Oh,
don't say
that sounds disrespectful as hell.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You
take any dude and put him around motherfuckers that can't shoot. I guarantee he's gonna struggle. Put him around somebody who's 1%.
This is why basketball is a beautiful thing, because there can be so many different greatness and different things, because it's like Steph Curry is a great player. We know that. I'm not gonna say what Derek said.
No, I'm not saying he's not a great player either. I'm just saying like it's hard.
I know you don't believe that, but what you said is like disrespectful. He's only as good as the people around him. That's a little backhanded for a 2-time MVP, the first unanimous ever. He's only as good as the people around him. I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think that's the term I would use, because like I don't know.
I would say he's definitely obviously going to be more effective with people who can shoot, right? It's not always all the eyes looking at him and I worried about Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins,
I get what Daniels is saying though, because you take a guy, and this is why this conversation years ago was such a good conversation on Twitter. It was the whole Russell Westbrook versus Steph Curry. Who would you take to build a team around?
Right.
And a lot of people were going with Steph automatically because he was the champion. He was going further, whatever. And this is like around the time KD left Russ, so everybody was trying to shit on Russ. But it was a real conversation to me, because I was saying back then, like, and I'm sure I've still got the tweets, I was probably going crazy. But I just think that when you don't know what you're going to have, Russell Westbrook is always going to make something work.
No,
you know what I mean? Steph Curry,
prime Russell Westbrook. I don't know if that's the same for now.
We're talking. That's what I said years ago. I
was just clearing it up for the fans, because they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're 1-5 right now. What are you talking about?"
I don't want Steph Curry to be looked at for this. You know what I mean? He's a little older. That's why I also said years ago. He's like, so. But yeah, it's like Steph Curry. He does need particular things around him more than like a Russell Westbrook, but also he can mesh with other great players better than Russell Westbrook. So I just think I love the fact that basketball can have these different things to make different people great, and we can have all these different conversations. That's why it's frustrating when people just want to have one conversation.
Yeah. And the Wizards obviously are doing bad, but like, I mean, in the past, we know like players like Russell, they can carry just like a bag of bones to the playoffs or something like that.
Because that's the question. If we trade both of them right now,
the Wizards are significantly better.
Both teams make it better.
True.
Okay, yeah, because this is what I think about it. Prime Russell Westbrook raised your floor significantly. Where like P said, if it was him and a bunch of fucking role players, he was gonna put his backpack on and get them to the playoffs. While Steph Curry raises your ceiling significantly, he could take a good team to the greatest team of all time type thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it is not just who is the better player. It's not that. It's just like it depends on what the hell where you're going for. It just depends. Right. If I was building a team of prime Russell Westbrook versus prime Steph Curry, and I can only have one star than the rest of the role players, I'll probably go with Russell Westbrook. But if I can guarantee that I'm getting another star player alongside him, I'm going with Steph Curry 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is. It's versus how do you want your floor to be super high or do you want your ceiling to be super high? And that's the debate, really.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a very interesting topic.
It's super interesting, and a lot of people don't have it that way. They just have it one way, where it's like, I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, so look, Russell can take anything, and it's like, yeah, but then if you flip it on the other side, and you have an all-star studded team, Steph Curry's going to mesh with them better. Or you have a secondary all-star or a third, like he would fit better.
That's just how it is for rookies. If there's a player that comes to the league and starts to play well,
nobody expected him to be like that.
Right, exactly, where he was drafted.
Again, this is why I think that a lot of players struggle in their second years when they have like those explosive first seasons. It's because everybody knows now. There's game plans against you.
Well, somebody said that to him.
But if you would have told, when people were saying things like that last year, people just couldn't see it because they were so
and that's my prediction. That's my prediction for Luka Doncic. I don't think he's going to be that good next year, just because people know now, but people are going to be more like defensively prepared for what he's bringing.
And shit like
people
that,
are going to be defensively prepared for what he's bringing.
I can understand that, but that move specifically,
bro.
I mean, if James Harden's been doing it for 6 years,
his shit ain't like James Harden's though.
From deep. That was nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's hitting that like that consistently.
The thing about Luka Doncic is that right now he's scoring the ball real good.
He's also started playmaking.
I don't know if like that's the key to Pandora's box right there. That's what makes him to me, is that he's gonna have a good all around game.
Yeah.
But these scoring outbursts, I don't know if they consistently gonna be there. If they can, beautiful. He'll be great. He'll be all-star no time soon. But if his numbers scoring wise begin to drop, I just hope people don't, lose their mind, because that was never really his. He can score, but right now he, like last night, what he had, 34? Yeah, he had 34 last night.
I feel like every rookie hits a rookie wall for a little bit, so it's gonna happen to Luka. But right now he's just on fire. Yeah, like Jason Tatum hit it. Donovan Mitchell hit it. Just every rookie really hits that rookie wall eventually, and then they end up going through a somewhat sophomore slump, and that's what we're seeing from like the last year's draft class. A lot of those guys like Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, even Ben Simmons, they're not slumping, but they're basically the same as they were last year. It's not like they improved as much, which is a good thing because all three of those players are really good last year, but none of them took that jump that some of us probably predicted they would do.
Yeah. Boy, that Luka train is crazy.
Yeah,
I know all y'all Donovan Mitchell's on there. I know. I know. For a fact. I know for a fact. And just like in next year, it's going to be another dude or something. Kevin Porter.
Whoever the Bulls draft, baby, jump on that train.
It could happen though.
But before we started the show, were you saying you would trade him?
I would trade LeBron.
For what?
I would trade LeBron. Assets for the future.
But it's just like, what team would tear up their whole team?
That's the thing. It's almost impossible to trade him.
In the article that came out about this situation, some executive or a GM in a Western Conference said, I wouldn't give more than one protected first.
Which is funny as hell.
That's because that's a lie.
Because a team that would want him obviously would be a contender. They wouldn't want to give up any stars or anything like of that nature, because that would defeat the whole purpose of just bringing LeBron there.
Yeah, I think it's a lot different than signing LeBron rather than trading for him.
And
like every team wanted to sign him.
Kicker in his contract if he's traded.
Yeah, so I think it was like 10 or 15%. So if he gets traded, it's a boost in his contract,
right? Which
it's gonna sound worse and worse as he gets older. You don't know how the production gonna be.
I saw somebody tweet LeBron and Lonzo for Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons.
I saw that too.
I would have threw up at that.
You would have?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
No.
Ben Simmons, Ingram.
No, don't do this, because he always try to make something sound good. He always slow it down. He always try to make it sound good. Nah, I'm cool with that trade.
You want to trade LeBron anyway.
You said future assets. Ben Simmons is 21, 22.
Okay.
And you're giving so you would not want to do that to not give up Lonzo at that point, because you just said you would want to give up LeBron.
It's hard
because you don't want Lonzo.
You gotta you giving up a lot with LeBron. I don't know.
Which you just said you're fine with.
You're not gonna get that same return value back.
But Ben Simmons is a damn good return. Him alone, and then you get into Tobias Harris, who was a borderline All-Star in the West, and Ben Simmons is already. We're talking about what?
Let's say it was in February, right before the trade deadline.
I don't know because Tobias not might resign. So that's already one. I mean, we have Ben Simmons, but
if he doesn't, I feel like he's gonna resign wherever he's at.
I don't know.
I don't know about that because there's gonna be some teams out there that's gonna be
turned down an extension for a reason.
Yeah.
So that obviously ain't what he.
I hate this. I hate this because we know it's not gonna happen.
I don't know. It's just hard.
But as a Laker fan, I want to know what's stopping you from making that trade. You already said you would give up LeBron for assets. Ben Simmons is the greatest asset that you could have right about now, besides fucking
Larry Marketing. Yeah.
So are you basically saying you wouldn't trade Lonzo for
whatever trade is? I need a pick or like a.
Nobody knows what Contrell just said.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I pay attention to Larry Marketing. Ben Simmons. What the fuck? You want me to stop the whole show and be like, oh no?
I thought it was just slid in there and nobody heard it.
So you don't want to trade Lonzo for Ben Simmons? Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not. I'm just not taking that trade. I'm gonna need more than that. Especially I'm gonna need picks too.
Why? You're trying to win a championship.
If we trade away LeBron?
I don't think that's what he's going at, because when you talk about future assets...
I'm talking about... I mean, obviously, Ben Simmons would be a good one. Like you said, he's 21 years old, but I'm looking for the future. I'm looking for the next couple of years rebuilding, because we was already on that before LeBron came. And, like, we seen what happened this season. If I was trying to trade LeBron, it would be for that reason. I'm trying to build in the next couple of years, not trying to get back for a championship.
So you would prefer to go to the Celtics?
Wait, what?
Because they have the assets, they have the picks and all of that shit that you're saying that you apparently want. I don't know why you would want it.
Why would I want picks?
No, I don't understand. Yeah, basically because y'all trying to win. I thought that was the whole point of getting LeBron and trying to get Paul George and Kawhi and Clay. All these guys y'all drew at the mouth for is not to be in a lottery or to stack up picks.
I mean, obviously, look.
I mean, any team will want picks, obviously. Yeah. But if I'm trading LeBron James, I mean, I don't know how many picks I'm gonna get. He's already
34,
and he's I don't know.
So you wouldn't if you was traded for LeBron, you wouldn't throw no pick in there?
Yeah, but like you said, any team he's going to is a contender, so that pick isn't going to be.
I would still take a pick.
I'm not saying you shouldn't take a pick, but I'm saying that wouldn't be the highlight of my deal. I wouldn't say, oh, I don't want Ben Simmons because y'all ain't giving us no picks. That wouldn't make or break the deal.
Right.
For me personally.
I know. It's not even with the picks. I still just wouldn't take that trade.
Okay. I see you.
But Stan Van Gundy also brought up another good point, though. It's just, I think if they did trade around and they did get some back, even if they did want to win right now and they got some back, it does, we already had the money, but it does open up that more money and then also a spot for like a KD to join if he's not looking to build with LeBron.
He won't, but okay.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like if Kawhi or Jimmy Butler, they're not looking to play alongside of LeBron. I think it opens it up more for a free agent destination.
But you know what? I take that back. That would be a very interesting thing because imagine they miss the playoffs. LeBron is traded in the offseason. He won't be, but let's
it's all hypothetical.
So if I was Kevin Durant, I might want to come to LA and say he didn't make the playoffs with this team, I take this team to Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
That makes you look better.
Yeah,
that helps your resume.
He did say he came out and said he tired of being number two.
Well, yeah, because the street ball mentality. Which he's been saying literally his whole career. I remember they had a whole
been number two.
There was a whole campaign.
Yeah, the whole campaign. You know who lost weight this season? J.R. Smith is in incredible shape.
Is he really?
Yeah. J.R. Smith about to hoop this season.
That dude never got a shirt on.
He about to hoop this season.
What you consider hooping for J.R. Smith, though?
20 plus.
Oh, my God.
20 plus.
Maybe twice this year, yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
if JR averaged 20 plus, bro.
Well, okay, 20.
If he averaged 20, that's still crazy.
Yeah, 20 or more.
What? How can we?
Bold prediction.
I'll buy
a 20-point score this season.
If he averages 20, I'll buy you that post I told you about earlier.
Okay.
If he averages 20.
He don't, I'll buy you. What's? Nothing. I was about to say a jersey, but you got Zach LaVine and Lowry Martin.
Nothing. Because I think you're gonna lose this, so I don't want you to get. Yeah, I don't think you should put something up.
12.
I think he
maybe.
Got 15, maybe.
I just think with LeBron, he do whatever the hell he want to do.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he might be around 15.
Because literally, who's gonna take shots away from him? He's gonna shoot the bar. Kevin Love ain't
I don't
finna
see
shoot
Steady
30
Osmond
shots.
taking like 10, 15
I
shots.
see
a
him
game.
having like a spread out box
Yeah.
score type thing, 16
Mm-hmm.
points, 4 rebounds.
And Rodney Hood may got his confidence back, so he's gonna be taking some shots.
But he gonna take him off that bench.
I would start him over.
Colin Sexton ain't a guy that's finna shoot the ball a bunch. Yeah, JR he probably lead the team in shots.
Go crazy with your prediction is. So he
Yeah, I mean, he did.
I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna be an idiot. Come on now. He do,
had 20 points.
If J.R. Smith averaged 25, give him MVP.
even if he averaged 20, what'll be so crazy is that if he do that, he gonna be hot on the streets for the trade deadline. Somebody gonna get him,
And he gonna average 12.
He gonna be on top.
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb. I got a dark horse for this last one.
What defensive player of the year?
This team, the Portland Trailblazers, will be.
We gotta stop this
a top
bias
defense,
bullshit, man.
a top defense in the league, and they were a top defense when they had good wings that can come out and defend.
But when they had that, was Alfred Camino or Mo Harkless in
but
defensive
Robert
player of the year
Covington's
conversations?
He's a different type of player. He's better than now.
We gotta stop this, bro. We gotta stop. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop this bias.
I just wanted to show some love to Rocco.
All right, I got one. Larry Markkinen. He's gonna be
Right.
on the better defensive. No, that's just not how it works, man. This is not how it works.
No, Mitchell Robinson though under Thibs head ass. Like, come on, man. Come on. Show some. You got all season to show him some love.
You already threw a wild card by saying Drew Holiday. Honestly, with him being a guard, if that man ain't defending like Kawhi was back when Kawhi won Defensive Player of the Year, he not even in conversations, bro. Being a wing
that's a
player is
sad
hard
truth,
as
bro.
hell. It's just hard. And I don't know if Robert Covington has that type of impact defensively. He's just he don't have Defensive Player of the Year is a guy that anchors a defense at the end of the day. Rocco ain't that. I know he averaged 2 blocks with the Rockets, but his ass was guarding 7-foot dudes. You know what I'm saying? He was the center. That would be crazy though if we look back on the show in 6 months and Robert Covington is top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year or something.
Yeah, because you're gonna pop your shit off.
You better. You
Hell
better,
yeah.
bro.
The best one in the first round, or at the same time it could not be, which is the Portland Trailblazers and Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is also the series I thought was going to be the
It's a
best.
3-6 matchup, so Portland's going to have home court advantage. And what I like about this series is both of these teams last year had first round exits.
Yep.
So one of these teams again is going to have a first round exit, and a lot of talk and speculation will be over both of these teams. depending
Whoever
on
gets eliminated.
And I feel like both teams know that, and I feel like they both gonna play hard. But the thing about the Trailblazers is they are missing Nurkic,
Which is big. in my
Especially
eyes.
in this series.
yes. But I'm gonna take OKC in 5.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take OKC in 5. No Nurkic. Paul George get on Damian Lillard, like me and KB talked about before the show. And CJ's
He's
just came
struggling.
back.
Yeah, he's struggling.
And I feel like OKC has been not at their best, but they've been coming back a lot, especially after that win over Houston. I feel like they might roll that momentum right into the playoffs.
See, I'm gonna have to go out and say the Thunder will win this series in 7. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be 5. It's not gonna be 5.
I thought he was about
But
to say
it's gonna be a
Portland.
dogfight. This series is not gonna be a cakewalk where they could just win in 5. It's not.
No, by 5, I know it's short, but I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk. But I don't feel like I feel like they're gonna be able to close games better than the Blazers, because the Blazers don't have as much depth because you're losing a starter, and I feel like.
But you still have
The Thunder
your solidified closer.
But
Yeah, both of
he's
them.
going to be going against they only have one closer.
CJ closes games if
He's not a closer though.
He will close
He can
out.
close the
Yes,
game out too.
He
can
definitely
close
closes out the games if Dame.
I
If
wouldn't
CJ
label
has
him.
the hot
I wouldn't
hand,
label him no
Okay,
closer.
that's
but
all.
he can.
That's all
He
I'm saying.
can though.
That's
He's
all I'm
very
saying.
capable.
We've seen
He's very
guys.
capable.
We've seen guys close out games before, but they don't make him a closer.
Right.
Just because you hit a big.
Mo Harkless closed out a game a couple nights ago.
and he's a closer.
Yeah, what game was that? Against?
I
I
don't
forget
know.
who it was against, but it was a
He had a
big
game
three.
winning 3. I don't remember who.
In
it
the
was.
corner. Yeah, I forget who was against.
I'm with you though, P. I got Thunder in 5,
And your closer is going to probably be guarded by the guy who might win Defensive Player of the Year. That's all I'm saying.
I think Damian Lillard's biggest help can come from Russell Westbrook's mistakes down the stretch.
And a lot of times when you see them play, Russell Westbrook guards him.
Yes, which is crazy to me. I'm Paul George is guarding Mo Harkless last time they played. Why the hell are we wasting Paul George's defense on Mo Harkless?
And Dame dropped 50.
Dame dropped 50 this night, yeah. This is just tough. If Nurkic was here, I would 100% go Trailblazers. But since Nurkic is not here, I have to go with OKC.
Nurkic is not here. The Thunder are taking what Devin Booker said. Pick and roll at number 0-0 every game.
Yeah.
Or every time down. They gonna go at Cancer. Ain't no rim protection.
That's what makes me wonder how many minutes will Cancer actually get.
Yeah, I think Zach Collins is going to play a lot of minutes this series.
Yeah,
because his ability to protect the rim. Or they're going to play them both at the same time, which is weird.
Oh, man, this is so tough. And I had a prediction, but now the more y'all talk about it, make me want to change what I was thinking.
I just don't see Portland overcoming them, especially without Nurkic.
But I was so confident in OKC last year, and they failed me. I was so confident in the Trailblazers too, and they failed me. But this is how it went.
But the thing I will say is that I do think it's going to be closer than the series shows. 5 games look like, they just ran through their ass. But I think it's going to be real tough,
some of those
games,
like I said, they're going to come down to the wire. Damian Lillard's going to show up in that fourth quarter as he usually does. And
Russell Westbrook is going to make some mistakes.
I think the X factor is just C.J. McCollum. If C.J. McCollum can be like that really good second scorer that he's always been.
I still don't think it's enough, bro.
I think it is.
So. You're talking about a team that's at full strength and a team that's not at full strength.
OKC did sweep them in the regular season series.
But weren't all the games close?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. There'll be close games, but OKC will come out.
OKC in 5. I did it. Okay, OKC in 5. That's my prediction.
That was 3 out of the 4 of us predictions. So you had...
I had OKC
but
in 7.
I could honestly see a situation where the Trailblazers win this series, though.
Pick them then. Go out on a limb.
How disappointing would that be?
A chance to send the Thunder home. Lillard, long-range 3, and it's good!
Yeah. Go talk, yeah. Go talk, yeah. Go talk, my nigga. It's go talk.
Go talk. Go talk. Go talk, my nigga, that's go talk. Go talk, go talk, go talk, my nigga is go talk.
Go talk, go talk, go talk, my nigga, it is go talk.